Hey everyone, thanks for joining me. AJ here. Today I have a new series starting. It's going to be learning how to code in R. Now if you're not familiar with what R is or that programming language, it's actually a statistical programming language that will allow you to analyze data sets and create charts and graphs and do statistical type functions within the programming language. So a little bit of a backstory very quickly. Last year we have decided to move away from SAS, which is another very popular statistical programming language and environment from our work, and we didn't quite have an alternative to do our day-to-day, so I took it upon myself to learn how to program in R. And so I've had a lot of interest and people coming not just from work but from other areas of my life asking, how do I program in R, how do I get started? And so I will share, not using my work's information, but we will work off of free data sets and whatnot, and we will go over what we use with R. So the first thing that we are going to need to do is install R onto our computers. Now you can see here I am not using a Windows-based system. I am using an Ubuntu-based system, which is called Peppermint OS. It's Linux-based, but the beautiful thing about R is it is open sourced and it is cross-platform. So if your work environment is running on Macs, or if your work environment is running on Windows, or your work environment is running on Linux, you are okay and you are good to go, because R is written for every single one of those platforms, which is a big plus in today's work environments. There's different needs out there. At work we use Windows, and predominantly the majority of you will be using Windows. So we will fire up our web browser. Now if we go to cran.rproject.org, and I'll leave a description down in the leave the link down in the description box. We go to this is the comprehensive R archive network. Now this hosts the library of packages which you can download and use for free, which is one of the great things about R. If you're familiar with Python or some of the other newer programming languages, that you can get extensions and packages and libraries for free that people in the community write, because it does a specific thing. It will allow you to do things more quickly and more efficiently than having to write millions and millions of lines of code. So you come in here, the majority of you will going to download R for Windows. So we'll go here, either base or install R for the first time. And then of course you click on R 3.4.0 for Windows, and you get the 32 and the 64-bit version, which is fantastic. You'll just walk through that that download or that install wizard. It's very straightforward and easy. If I can do it, I know you guys can do it. So I won't download this because it won't work on this operating system, but that is how you would do it. Okay, let's go back to our base core 3.4, because really you want to be installing the latest, because once you go to start installing libraries, the libraries or the packages I should say, they use the most current and up-to-date R base. So if I use the 3.2, I won't be able to download and run any of the packages. So this is also an easy way. With Peppermint, you get the package installer. So it just goes through, it reads the .deb. And an older version is available for the software. Generally, it's recommended that you install a version from your software channel since it's usually better supported. But I don't want to do that, so I'm going to install the package. And again, it wants my super user password. Okay, it says the install has finished. Close. It says same version's already installed. So let's go back. And yes, so now we have version 3.4.0. So I would recommend going in and grabbing your Linux distro through here instead of the terminal. So now we'll go over to RStudio. That's just RStudio.com. Again, I'll leave a link down in the description. Now, RStudio is really just an IDE, or it's a development environment that you will use. It is free. If you are a larger corporation or you require troubleshooting, then yes, it would be probably more prudent. So we'll click on download for the free, and drops us down here. What version? We want the 64-bit for Ubuntu. And again, we'll do this through the package installer. So RStudio is a set of integrated tools designed to help you be more productive with R, and that is correct. It includes a console syntax highlighting editor that supports direct code execution, as well as tools for plotting, history, and workspace management. We'll click on install that. And once again, with the password. Okay, so let's go back into our menu. RStudio is there now. And here is RStudio installed on our Peppermint OS. And it's broken up. This is the console, so you can type directly in here. So we can get working directory. And AJ in the Valley is the working directory, which is what I expected. So any scripts that we write or any output that we make in R will go into that directory. Now you can change that. You can set the working directory, and that sort of thing we'll get into in another video. But we just wanted to show you you can type in directly into the console and execute commands. This is your environment. So once we start getting data sets and variables and whatnot in, we'll have them pop up in this environment. Here is the file tree, packages, also help. And we have a viewer that will have any of your charts and graphs will show up in this area. So this is just a very quick video. Well, not so quick. This is just a video to get you to install the R environment and RStudio as well. And in the next video, we'll start going through some of the operators just to get your feet wet, and to as we progress, we'll get to more and more difficult and interesting topics with the R programming language. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one real soon.